What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we have got a lot of stuff to talk about with the One Piece TCG. There's a lot of stuff which is scheduled for release, been revealed, going out into the world, so we need to do that thing we do every month where we turn around and go, right, what's coming out? And not just what's coming out, but what do we know about it, and how much should you care? So the next thing that is coming out is on the 9th of May, where we get EVO 2, which is that set that celebrates the 25th anniversary of the anime. Now, this is an EB set, an extra booster set. What that means is it is not like your regular set. There is only one leader. Although, to be fair, that one leader is Luffy, and that Luffy is actually really good. Like, it's a genuinely, legit leader, which has seen a bunch of playing success ever since it revealed and was released over in Japan, which is cool. But it is the only leader in the set. There's no treasure rares in the set. But there is a manga Luffy. And there are those anime-style sketch cards, which are frankly stunning. There's one for each color as an event card. And maybe most exciting of all, we've got those gold leaders. The gold foiled leaders, which are ostensibly just kind of reprints of existing leaders, but now they've got that gold foil detailing on, which frankly makes a gigantic difference and makes them look amazing. So, and if Japan's anything to go by, the pull rates on these are going to be very, very low. So this is going to be kind of cool. Now, as a set, it is a smaller set. Like I say, there's only one leader. There's no treasure rare, no special rares or any of that. However, we do have a very good leader, a bunch of gold foiled cards, and a bunch of other stuff. So, you know what? It's an extra booster, smaller set, not quite as exciting maybe as some of the others, but there is still a lot of good stuff in here. It is also a set where you can just pick up singles if you wish, because of the size of it. Coming the month after that, on the 6th of June, we've got OP11, A Fist of Divine Speed. And this is a very, very big set. Like I said, OP, EBO 2, fine. Decent little set. This one, oh, this one's a big set. Now, we don't know what the treasure rare is, but other than that, it's been released over in Japan. We know everything about it. We know enough to know it's going to be a very big set. We do have another manga Luffy, just like we see in EBO 2, but there's also a bunch of other stuff. You know, we got that manga-style event in OP10. Well, now there's 3 of them. Same kind of deal we had before, except instead of 1 of the cards, there's now 3 of the cards. That's pretty cool. But honestly, even all of this kind of pales in comparison to the 3rd anniversary Gear 5 Luffy cards. There's 2 of them, there's a gold and a silver. They are absolutely ridiculous, over the top stunning. And you know, the gold one, for instance, trails only the gold manga Roger. These are very big deals and are very cool. We've then got just some stunning, what I like to call playing card alternate arts, like the Shirahoshi and the Luffy, for instance, or actually Luffy Taro, which is a really good playable one. And yeah, that's all kind of stunning. And then when we look at the leaders, well, Luffy is arguably the best leader in the game when it comes out. We've then got Kobe, which is a viable leader that's seen a bunch of play. Jinbei, which is... I've seen a couple winning lists. It's very borderline, but it is just about viable. Nami, that's a viable leader that's seen a bit of play. Katakuri, that's a viable leader that's seen a little bit of play. And then, yeah, Shirahoshi's kind of terrible. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen nothing from Shirahoshi. Like I say, Luffy is the best one here. And then we got Nami, who seems pretty good. And then the others are all kind of viable here and there, except for Shirahoshi, who is unfortunately terrible. Sorry about that. But we've got stunning special rares, we've got those anniversary cards, we've got a bunch of good leaders. Make no mistake about it, OP11 is a great set. Now, on the same day, on the 6th of June, we got Starter Deck 23 to Starter Deck 28. And this is a set of 6 decks, very much like we got previously. And although it's not actually technically been confirmed, we do know that there is going to be a pack of OP11 in each of them. Essentially, they're budget decks in Japan. We don't get budget decks like Japan does, so they whack a booster pack in there to make them a bit more sensibly priced, which I very much appreciate. And these are going to have reprinted alternate art leaders, and there's going to be a bunch of reprints in there, but there's going to be 5 exclusive cards, mechanically unique cards, in each of these decks. So yes, they are reprinted leaders. Yes, they are going to have a bunch of reprinted cards in, but 5 exclusive cards in each deck, plus a pack of OP11. And remember, all of these leaders could get a significant bump depending on the cards that are in these decks. We haven't seen any of them, incidentally, so we don't know. But we've got the red Shanks, we've got green Jewelry Bonnie, we got blue Buggy, we've actually got the dual colour Luffy, that is your purple and black. And then the mono black Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach, and your green and yellow Yamato. So we do actually have a couple of dual colour leaders coming in here. Either way, we don't really know what to think about these yet. We'll have to see as they actually get revealed. But I'm just telling you right now, the last time we had a set of these decks, one of the leaders, Doflamingo, got way better. That could happen again. There's going to be exclusive cards. We'll talk more when we know what those exclusive cards are. By the way, not an empty line. Like, you know, when those cards get revealed, we'll talk about it on this channel. That's what we do. Now, there's nothing currently scheduled for July, nothing major at least, so we skip forward to August, where we get OP12, Legacy of the Master. Now, this is a set which is currently being revealed over in Japan. We are in reveal season for OP12 right now, so we don't know everything about it. We don't know things like the manga rare. We've not, as I record, even seen the alternate art leaders, as an example. There is still a lot we don't know. What we do know, however, is that we are going to be getting 6 leaders, and they are Don Quixote Rocinante, who looks very good, basically force you to play a full lore deck. Koala, which I think looks to be my favourite leader we've had, maybe ever, definitely in the past few sets. Kazan, who draws cards every time you discard with Navy, and frankly looks to be consistent like you wouldn't believe. That is one I've got my eye on. Roanoa Zoro, who gets to restand but can't attack a character that's 7 or less, but still seems pretty good. That's when you attack a character you restand. Silver's Rayleigh, who we've not seen enough of this set yet because you can't have 5 cost or higher characters in your deck. This just seems like something which is a little bit worrying to me. And although, again, there could well be cards that really add context we need to make it great. And then we got a Sanji that lets you play events for Don -1. I like this set of leaders. It is way too early to actually try and decide whether they're going to be good and how good they're going to be. But I'm saying I've seen enough to be a little bit excited. No, there isn't a Dracula Mihawk leader. Yes, I know we've all seen the rumours. And yes, I know Mihawk is on the pack art. But we've seen all 6 leaders. We know that there's 6 leaders in the set. So, yeah. We know there's not a Mihawk leader. Now, it's also worth pointing out that there seems to be there's going to be some, I believe, 3rd anniversary cards and special rares and all sorts in here. But we're not talking about any of that until we see it. Right now, all we've seen is what looks to be a decent set of leaders. We'll talk later in more detail. Now, coming up on the 5th of September, we've got Starter Deck 22, Ace and Newgate. And yes, Starter Deck 22 is coming out 3 months after Starter Deck 28. And also 23, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, that's just the way it is. They've moved it around a little bit to give us the Starter Deck 23 to 28 a bit early. So Starter Deck 22 is coming out after. No, they're not being released in order for this one specific instance. No, there's nothing we can do about it. No, I don't really care. What I will say is, this is a starter deck that I've got my eye on. This seems like a very fun starter deck. Now, again, we have a bonus pack. But here, all of the bonus cards look like the leader. Have a look at the ace, for instance. We can see that it's the leader style of alternate art. Does this deck look any good? Well, look, we've got your Ace and Newgate leader as mono blue and basically lets you stack a card on top of your deck, a Whitebeard Pirates card, and then draw a card to replace it. But then we got a bunch of cards that revolve around knowing what's on top of your deck, and we're not there yet. But if nothing else, remember the Sanji from OP06 lets you play a 9-cost character if it's on top of your deck? And how you can now guarantee that with the leader. If nothing else, that alone makes this a very interesting deck to have a little bit of a look at. Now, this is a part of the video where we run out of specifics, where we've got a few other things that have been revealed, but we don't know very much about them. But we did get the reveal of Premium Booster 02 over on the World Stream. That is coming out on October the 3rd. And again, we don't know a huge amount about it yet, but we do know that it's going to have many popular cards from past packs. There's going to be new alts of previous cards and brand new cards, which is actually very relevant because, of course, Premium Booster 01 only actually had one new card. This has got more. We don't have very much information about this yet, I'm sorry, but there's going to be more new cards than there were in Premium Booster 01. Over on November the 7th, we've got OP13 carrying on his will, and again, information about this is sparse for the moment, but we know that it is a Free Brothers theme set, which is very cool. By the way, it says Japanese version, that's not the Japanese version in November, that is the English version. And then we've got Goldie Roger coming in as a leader as well, which is another thing about which we should be getting a little bit excited. And then on the 16th of January, we got OP14. Remember, all of these specific dates have come from distributors and are not 100% confirmed, but should be right. And we don't know much about OP14, but it is themed around the 7 Warlords of the Sea. And we will be getting half of the EBO4 cards, and we will be getting them faster, earlier than Japan. Which probably means, like I said previously, EBO4 is not actually getting a separate English release. We're going to get half in here and presumably half in the following set. So we'll never actually get a separate booster box of EBO4, although that is, very obviously, not yet confirmed. So there we go. That's what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this. What are you looking forward to? What are you skipping? What makes you happy? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.